Hello, won't you join me? We have a super exciting video today, so I've cleared the table off so I've got lots of space. Cleo has joined me because she loves a wide open space. She's been enjoying these treats from Catkin lately, so let's give her one before we get started. Here you go. Okay, one more, then we really gotta get started. Oh no, she dropped it. Haru's around my feet and she grabbed that one. Here you go, try again. Here you go. Good girl. She's so gentle. Good girl. Okay, I'm gonna make sure Haru gets one too. She doesn't want to be on camera at the moment, but maybe later. I've got my own treat. I've got some lovely tea. It's this Good Earth white tea, elderflower and pear flavour. It's really delicious. Okay, let's grab everything we need. So today we're going to compare the first 6 months of the year of Fairyloot versus Illumicrate, the full box version. Now it's not a one-to-one comparison because the Illumicrate sub is an adult fantasy sub and the Fairyloot full box is a YA fantasy sub, but they're the only two boxes I have that come with items, so I thought it'd be cool to compare them. I wish I had the Fairyloot adult books to make it a fairer comparison, but I'm still on the wait list. Fingers crossed I'll be off soon. If you want to see full in-depth videos about any of these books or boxes, I'll link my playlist up here for you. But let's start with Fairyloot. So in January we had The Swan's Daughter, which was such a good book, 5 stars, absolutely loved it. This is a gorgeous copy. And one thing that Fairyloot has that Illumicrate doesn't is beautiful overlays, which I absolutely adore having in the books. I think the design for this one is a little simple but really pretty and gorgeous and really fits the fairy tale theme. In February we had The Sun and the Star Maker. And this design is also absolutely gorgeous. And the overlays are stunning for this one too. I also really love the end paper art on this one. The original cover for this one was so pretty that I wasn't sure about this at first, but in the end I really love it. And the book was also 5 stars, so happy with that. On to the first one that I haven't read here, this is Her Hidden Fire. But look at that sprayed edge. That might be one of the nicest sprayed edges I own. Honestly, the designs for these ones, I absolutely love them. In places, like maybe they're a little simple or there are minor things I don't like, but in general, absolutely fantastic. Then we get on to April with the Gravewood. I don't love the spread edge just because I feel like it must be part of a duology and it doesn't look complete without the other one, but I might revise my rating on that if and when we get another one. I really like the cover, but I know a lot of people have issues with this style, but I think it's really pretty. I love the bleeding heart plants, the moth, really nice. I think I'd be upset if every book had this style, but it's 1 out of 6 so far this year, so no problems at all. Then we've got Stormbreaker by Nisha J. Tully. This was such a good book. I really enjoyed this one. I was a little disappointed that this copy doesn't have the bonus stories that are in the standard edition, but I do like the design. I think it's really nice. And the book choice was fantastic. And up to June now we have Shadow Reaper, and this design is really gorgeous. I didn't love that they'd used the same design on the front cover and the sprayed edge. It's cohesive, but it's, I'm not going to say lazy, but I don't like that they've reused the same design. I haven't read this one, so I don't know if it's good yet, but I do like the design. So in my opinion, Fairyloot had a great start to the year in terms of books. In terms of book choice, out of the 3 out of the 6 I've read, they were all 5-star reads, absolutely fantastic. Still haven't read these 3, but I'm looking forward to them, the things I'm interested in. Design-wise, I think they were all really good. None of them were like stand out great, that's my new favourite, but I did like all of them. So now on to the Illumicrate books. So for these books, we start in January with The Poet Empress, and what a design this is. Absolutely gorgeous, and I've got to show you the naked hardcover for this because it's just stunning. Orange is my least favourite colour, but I still love this design. That's how nice I think it is. In February we got Salt Swept, and I've got to say I adore this design. I'm a little bit worried about the book because it doesn't have fabulous ratings on Goodreads, but the design is one of my new favourites, possibly my new favourite. I absolutely love this ombre and tentacles in pastel colours, and the front cover is just so gorgeous. I'm absolutely in love with this design. In March, we got Aisha. I think this design is okay. I love the sprayed edge. I think that's really gorgeous. I think the front cover is nice. Nothing special, but it's nice. However, I really didn't like this book. I think the main problem is not with the book, it's with it really not being for me. It read to me more like historical fiction than fantasy. There was a fantasy element in it, but it was not a huge part of the story. I really hated the ending. There were bits I liked. I liked the bits about her town and like how people lived. I thought that was really interesting. But yeah, it's about a very difficult time. Lots of persecution and stuff going on, and I really didn't enjoy it. Thought the writing was okay. I think the right person would certainly enjoy this book, but it wasn't for me. So I only gave it 2 out of 5 stars, and I'm definitely going to unhaul this one. I've just been hanging on to it so I can make this video. So our March book was Thistlemarsh, and I was a little bit underwhelmed by this initially because the original cover was so pretty in pastel. This was not what I was expecting, but honestly it's grown on me. May was the very highly anticipated Bloodbound, and I think they did an amazing job with this version. Also, they included not just the end paper art, but extra art as well, and in the back there's extra art here too. And I absolutely love the art. That's one of the reasons I really like special editions, getting more beautiful artwork. So I was super duper happy with that. And last but not least, June's Nemesis Mine. I haven't read this yet, but I'm so looking forward to it. I love the kind of like Mucha inspired Art Nouveau design here. That sprayed edge is just beautiful, and I love the end papers on this one as well. I kind of like the original character art better. This more realistic style I think is better than the more cartoony style here, but other than that I do really love this design. So books wise, it is a really close call on the winner. Fairyloot I think had consistently nice designs, but nothing super standout. Illumicrate on the other hand had some really standout gorgeous designs, though one of them I did like a bit less. Book choice wise, I've had 3 5-star reads out of Fairyloot, 3 I haven't read yet but I'm really looking forward to. Illumicrate have picked some great books too. The Poet Empress and Bloodbound have both been reviewed really well. But Aisha definitely wasn't for me, and one of the other ones doesn't have super great reviews, but I'm still really looking forward to it. So I think design wise I'm gonna have to give it to Illumicrate. I think these designs are prettier overall, and I was way more excited to receive them. And book choice, it's really close. I think to give it a proper conclusion I need to read them all, so come back later in the year when I've read them all. I'll make another video about that. But so far I have to say Fairyloot is winning by a hair, because these 3 were all fabulous. As I say, it's not a one-to-one comparison because these are YA and these are adult, but I have to say the thing I'm really excited about comparing is all of the items. Now this, wow, there's a lot of items. Just give me one moment. Okay, that took a little while. This is a lot of stuff. So first of all, let's start about the small things that come every month. So every month with all the information about the box, we get these beautiful art cards. And I love these. I have several of them up on my wall because they always have such beautiful artwork. I really like them, and I think they're a little step up from the Illumicrate ones, which are just a little leaflet. And every month you get the matching bookmark to go with them, which are always gorgeous, and it's so nice to have a bookmark that matches the book that you're reading. Really appreciate these. It's one of my favourite things. You also get tarot cards every month, and to be honest, these aren't my favourite thing. I don't love them. I don't want to use tarot cards. I don't mind the artwork, but they're always like fairly static, so I don't really care for them, but it's not like I hate them either. We also get overlays every month, which I really love. Extra pictures in books is always a plus for me. How much I like the art style varies by artist and by month, but in general I do really enjoy them. And I think they're a really nice quality addition to the special editions. Now I've got quite an array of other items here, and I have very mixed feelings about these. I gotta say, I absolutely love the bookends that we get. They're nice quality, they're really useful, they're generally very pretty. Really happy always to receive these. We've had a couple of drinking vessels this year. We've had this lovely glass bottle and this plastic tumbler. I think the designs on both are really lovely, but to be perfectly honest with you, I haven't used either one of them because they're hand wash, and I just find myself picking up stuff I know I can just stick in the dishwasher. So even though they are lovely, I haven't used them, which is a bit sad because they're so pretty. I would like to use them. We've got a couple of other ceramic items. We've got this little sugar pot, which is a cute design, but I also haven't used it all because I don't take sugar in my tea. I could probably find another use for it, but I don't like it enough, so I'm probably going to be passing it on. We also got this plant pot, which I love a plant pot. I've got loads and loads of plants, but this design, it doesn't really fit with my decor, so I'm not going to keep it. I do think it is a really nice quality one. It just doesn't fit with what I've got going on at the moment. Sticking to some of the bigger items, we got a necklace in the last couple of months, which is actually way cuter than I thought it would be. The thing is that I don't know the Raven cycle, so this necklace doesn't mean a lot to me, but I put it on just to see and it looked really cute, so I'm probably going to keep it. I was actually surprised by how nice it was. We've received several like pouch type things as well. There's this Night and the Moth e-reader sleeve. I don't have an e-reader, so I haven't used this. Don't think I'm going to use it, to be honest, so I might pass it on. We got this cold wire pencil case, and I love this design. I don't need a pencil case, but I can probably use it as a pouch for some kind of craft material. Right, now the thing that I have honestly got the most use out of is this tote bag. It's based on the Spell Shop, and there's two reasons that I love it so much. One is that it has a zip on the top. Two, it has a separate pouch to put your water bottle in, and it will fit quite a large water bottle. And I just love that it keeps it a little bit separate, so I can put my books in the main pouch and my drink in here, and if there's a couple of drips I don't have to worry about it spilling. It also keeps my bottle upright, which I love, and I honestly use this all the time, especially for nipping to the library. One thing I thought I'd use more but I actually haven't used yet is this picnic blanket. It seems really practical. I love the design. Maybe I just need to put it near the door so that I'll take it when I go and sit outside. Not a pouch but a little book. This one is a book for storing your pins, and I don't really have many pins. I have a couple, but it's a really nice quality item. It's a little bit unusual. I'm pretty happy to have it, to be honest, because I never really know what to do with the pins that I'm not displaying at the moment. And the design is really cute. Cleo's gonna take that space, no problem. We'll work around it. Next thing is this Once Upon a Broken Heart notebook. Yes, Cleo loves it too. I love it. It's beautiful. I need to bring myself to use it because it's so pretty that I haven't started writing in it, but I really should. It is very, very beautiful. The pages are just plain lined. I kind of wish it didn't have this little pen thing. I never put pens in them. I don't really use notebooks in the house. I quite like that it has a ribbon, but I would prefer it not to have the pen thing because it makes the pages like at the back like have a little bump there. I don't love that. That's a minor quibble though, that's probably just me. But I love the design, I really like it, it's lovely quality. I'm definitely going to use this one. We got just one craft kit from Fairyloot in the past 6 months. It's an Air of Storms embroidery kit. Haven't read this, but the design does look really cute. I think it'd be a fun activity to have a go at some point. I have lots of activities currently on the go though, so I'm not going to do it quite yet, but I think I will try it at some point. We got a teeny tiny jewelry box. It is a very cute design. Though the quality on the inside isn't super great, I think it will make a nice little travel jewelry box, so I'm going to keep this one. I was on the fence for a little while, but then I found that I went away and I just threw a couple of pieces of jewelry into like my toiletries bag, and that was a mistake. So next time I go, I'm going to take this, though I don't take that much jewelry on holiday with me. Usually maybe like 1 or 2 rings or 1 or 2 necklaces. So if I'm short on space, maybe not. But I like the idea of it, so I'm going to keep it for a while and I'll see if I use it. Next one, a design I love, but it's an e-reader strap and I don't have an e-reader. I've been keeping it because I thought, well, what if I get a Kindle at some point? I thought that might be nice, but I would like a Kindle, but I can't really justify the cost of it at the moment because I have so many lovely books. I have a lot of ebooks as well to read though, so it would be nice to have a Kindle, and then you'd have this lovely e-reader strap to use. So I'm probably going to hang on to it for a bit in case I get an e-reader, but at the moment I don't have a use for it and I'm sad about it. Next we've got this monthly planner. I like the design. There's like years of months in here. I suppose you could even do it as a weekly planner, split it up into categories. I haven't used it yet because I'm not really sure how to use it because I don't generally use a monthly calendar. But having just had the thought about using it as a weekly planner, maybe you could use it as like a habit tracker or something and write the different habits down the side and put like checks in the boxes. There are absolutely tons of sheets though, so I feel like I should give it a go and see if I can figure out a good way to use it. But I like it, it's nice quality, and there's plenty of sheets, so that's a good item. Okay, only a couple more now. We've got these key rings. I do like the designs, but I find that they're really big and heavy, and I feel like they just hit things in your bag, so I don't really want to use them. Also, this one has started like to kind of tarnish, I guess. I thought they were nice quality, but it is looking a little bit discoloured just on that letter U there. So I can't really see myself using these. I should probably pass them on, even though I do quite like the design. Next, we've got this metal bookmark. And I really like the design, but I don't like using metal bookmarks. I much prefer cardboard or paper ones. So I'm going to pass this on, but this is a beautiful design. If you're someone who likes metal bookmarks, this would be a really, really nice one. And last but not least, some cardboard bookmarks. These are from the Caraval series, and oh my goodness, they are super, super gorgeous. I absolutely love them. I know they're just bookmarks, but they're one of my favourite items. If I had to pick my top 3 items, I think I've got to go with what my most used things are. I think it's going to be the bookmarks, the tote bag. Oh, and if I'm being really critical and honest, probably the bookends, because these are the things that I use, and I like having really pretty versions of things I actually use. That's if we're not counting the overlays, because overlays would definitely be my third choice. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to say bookmarks, tote bag, overlays, top 3 items. So out of the 19 items we have here, not counting the stuff we receive every month, which is the bookmarks, the tarot cards and the overlays. So that's around 3 items each month, not counting these ones. And I feel like it's been a really good spread of items. If I'm going to be super critical, how many do I think I'm going to keep and how many do I think I'm going to pass along? That's really tough, but I think it's probably worth having a look at. Okay, struggling to fit this all into frame. But honestly, most of the items have ended up in my keep pile. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 items in my keep pile, 4 in my not sure, and 1, 2, 3, 4 in my pass along pile. I really don't think that's bad going. The items in my not sure pile are items that I really do love. It's just that they maybe aren't useful for me right now. The items in my pass along pile are, I don't think, bad items, just stuff that I'm not going to use. So yeah, honestly, this is pretty good going. Okay, time to have a look at all the Illumicrate things. And here are all the Illumicrate items from the first 6 months of 2026. Gosh, there are a lot of them. There are 22 items here. There were 19 for Fairyloot, but remember Fairyloot did have the overlays, the bookmarks and the tarot cards. So this is 3 or 4 items per box. But for some reason I feel like there's a lot more to go through here. Let's start over here and make some room. So first we've got this beautiful set of bowls, and these are absolutely gorgeous, beautiful quality, and I believe that these are dishwasher safe as well. I haven't used them yet, but I do want to move them into my normal rotation. I've kind of been hoarding a lot of these items because I knew I wanted to do this video. So now that I'm doing the video, I feel like I can move everything into proper rotation now. Some things I haven't been able to resist though, like this one. This is a beautiful desk mat, and this is the one that I have on my desk. I am currently using under my keyboard and mouse, and it is fantastic. I've been using it for at least two or 3 months now, and there's been no scratching from using the mouse over it all the time. I can't see any sun fading or any wear on it at all. It looks absolutely brand new. It's great to use. Really, really like it. It's beautiful and it's really useful. Another one that is beautiful and useful is this blanket. I can't open it up here because I've got too much stuff on the desk, but I do have a video where I show the whole thing, which I will link for you, hopefully, if I remember. And it's just gorgeous. It is beautiful colours. It's got a beautiful design on it. It's really soft and snuggly. It isn't the thickest blanket. It's like fairly thin, but it is really nice and warm, and it's washed really well. I've washed it a few times now. My cats love it, so sorry if you see the odd bit of cat fluff coming off of it. But yeah, really, like, that's one of my favourite items for sure. Another one here is this set of bowl covers. They're inspired by the Poet Empress, and I love how, like, integrated with the design on the naked hardcover these are. Really, really pretty, and made the box feel really cohesive. I haven't actually used these. I don't often put bowls of things unfinished in the fridge. I usually just use like plastic Tupperware boxes. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep them, but I do think they're a good and useful item. Next, I can't resist, we've got to do this one. One of my all-time favourite things from Illumicrate is the book pots. We got this beautiful one this year, the Demonology one in the lovely black with the gold. I find them so useful. I've got one on my desk at the moment holding my pens. I've got one holding my bookmarks in my room. I just love the design. I think they're really beautiful quality. Absolutely gorgeous. Wouldn't trade them for anything. Another one that's really nice quality is this Emily Wilde mug. I think it's not a book that I've read, but it's on my TBR, and I think they chose a lovely popular book for this. Really happy with that. I think the design's really cute, and they're dishwasher safe. So I have a few other Illumicrate mugs. I use them all the time. They've washed really well. They're a great size if you like a nice big cup of coffee in the morning. And yeah, they're some of my favourite mugs. Really nice quality. Next here we've got a pair of coasters. Oh, upside down. I think the designs are nice. I don't think they necessarily go together very well. I think they're lovely quality. I like that they've got the cork on the bottom and they're ceramic on the top with this little rim to catch any drips. I think they're nice, but again, I'm not quite sure they fit with my style. I've got loads of coasters. I do use them all the time. They're very useful, but I'm not super sure about them. But they are a lovely thing. One thing I am very sure of is these super cute stickers. I think these were inspired by Bloodbound. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like, how adorable are these? I love stickers in any shape and form, and some people feel like it might be like a cheap item, but honestly it's always one I'm happy to get. And speaking of stickers, this is so unusual and so cool. This is a little sticker album. Again, I've been putting off using it because I wanted to show it in the video, but to be honest, it would have been better if I put some stickers in it, because then you could see how well it worked. So each page is like a shiny plastic. Well, I guess it's plastic coated paper, and you can apparently put the stickers on, but then like peel them off and remove them and use them again. You could make like a little sticker page. I have so many stickers, honestly. I hate using them because like I feel like they're used up and gone forever, but this could be a really cute way to make little sticker pages. I'm definitely going to use this. I'm actually really excited about it. It sounds like a really fun thing to do, and the design is super cute. I love all this silver ivy. It's so pretty. Next we've got this keychain. It is really nice quality, really solid, really sharp, good detail in the design, but again, it's really heavy and clunky. I don't like really big heavy metal keychains. I feel like they bash around against stuff in my bag, and I don't want that. Someone suggested using it just as a bag charm. That's not a bad idea, but in general I don't really love keychains unless they've got like little soft squishy things on. But if you like this kind of keychain, it is lovely and I would recommend it. Next we've got one of the storybook setting magnets. I have another one of these actually stuck on my radiator. You might have seen it in other videos. They are really nice quality magnets. I really like them. I use magnets all the time, either on my fridge or just as decoration. It's a really nice quality one as well. Got some washi tapes here with cute designs. Again, I'm always happy to receive a washi tape, and these are really fun stamp-like designs. Very nice. We have a few more crafty things in the Mayhem paper craft kit. I was really excited to get a paper craft kit from Illumicrate, but I haven't read the book it's based on, which is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. So I don't know the character. It doesn't mean anything to me. It looks like a nice little kit, but I think I'm going to pass it along because I just don't know these characters, so I don't know what I do with the finished piece. I'm a bit disappointed though, because I was looking forward to that. I think it's really tough with craft kits. Like, you've got to either make something that's really pretty so you don't need to have read the book to enjoy it, or you need to like choose something from a really popular book. Though to be fair, this might be a me problem because I'm pretty sure this is a pretty popular book, so it's probably just a me thing here. They didn't have the same problem with this one though, because this cross-stitch kit is a fairy bookshelf kit. It's really cute. It's a fandom neutral item. It's not quite the colour scheme I would have chosen, but I think it is cute and I will still make it. I think the colours are a little bit bright. I'd probably have chosen pastels that toned nicer together, but hey, everyone has got different tastes. We've got an embroidery kit here as well. This one makes this cute flower embroidery. This one is inspired by Sorcery and Small Magics, which I haven't read, but is on my TBR. So I am probably going to keep this one. But honestly, embroidery isn't my favourite craft because it takes a really long time. So I have to really like the design that it makes in the end. And I do like this one, but I probably am going to read the book first to see if I like it enough to make the kit. Next, we've got this super cute pair of socks. They've got flowers on, a little crown, stars and a moon. I love getting socks from book boxes, especially with really cute designs on. I have several other sets of socks from book boxes and I love them. Wear them all the time. They're really useful. And even if the design isn't exactly your cup of tea, you know, they're just socks. Next one here is this sleep mask. I think the design is okay. I don't really like this repeating design on a plain background that much. And I don't use the sleep mask. But this one is really nice and soft, so if you wanted one, it is a lovely soft one. I'm going to pass it along though because it isn't anything that's useful to me. Next we've got a set of bookmarks. And honestly, this is one of the few things that I really have beef with. I haven't read this book and it's just plain character art. All the characters have like similar uniforms, there's not really any interesting poses or anything. The background with like the little gradient is cute, but they're not really very interesting. If you haven't read the book, I don't really think you can get a lot out of them. At least the Caraval bookmarks from Fairyloot were very, very pretty. Like the designs were really cute, they were foiled, and there was lots of interesting stuff in the background. And they chose a really popular series to base that on. To be honest, like maybe I'm just out of the loop, but the Illumicrate files isn't really on my radar. Let me know if I'm missing out, because if I am, maybe we'll save these bookmarks. But at the moment, I don't know anything about the characters. They're not really of interest to me, so they're going to be passed along. Next, we've got an oven mitt. I actually think this design is really cute. Though, if I put my hand in, like my fingers are okay in here, but their thumb is humongous. My fingers are all the way at the end, and my thumb only goes to here. I think the design is really cute though. It does feel really thick. It feels like it really would protect you using it in the oven. I prefer the kind of oven glove that you have like a long strip with like 2 hand pockets so that I can use both hands to take things out of the oven. So I will be passing this along. Even though I like it, it's not something that I'm going to use. But I think it is a nice item. Next we've got these bookends. The colour isn't my absolute favourite. It's kind of a dark plummy red. But the design is really pretty and intricate. The quality is lovely on these. We've got a laptop sleeve here, which has a really cute design, and I'm not entirely sure that everyone's laptop is going to fit in this because this is tiny. But I do like it as an item. It came very creased and I haven't been able to get the creases out. I haven't used it yet, but like I've been trying to like uncurl it and lay it flat and they still can't get these creases out. It has a little bit of padding, but it's not super padded. I'm trying to think of a good use for it if I don't use it for a laptop, because I don't have a laptop that's this small. Because it is really soft and I do really like the design. So the design, very nice. It's just how I can use it for me. And last but certainly not least is this absolutely gorgeous book sleeve. This is inspired by The Knight and the Moth. And I think it's my favourite book sleeve ever. It is so, so beautiful. I think Fairyloot did a nice job with their tablet sleeve for The Knight and the Moth, but this blows it out of the water. Like that rose window and the beautiful cascade of moths is just stunning. This is definitely going to be my favourite go-to book jacket. Okay, so a lot of things here. I feel like there's a lot more quality items than Fairyloot has, but it's a little more hit and miss. Let me sort this out into the things that I definitely want to keep, the things I'm going to pass on, and the things I'm not sure of. Okay, I've hugely surprised myself, but I've actually got 4 items in the pass along pile, and 4 items in the not sure pile again, and everything else is a keep. I've maybe been a bit generous with the embroidery and the cross stitch kit, because I could live without them, but I will probably use them. But I feel for Illumicrate, there are way more items that I'm super excited about. Like the blanket, the desk mat, the mug, the book pot, the book jacket. Even like these bowls are super lovely. So I feel like they've got more high quality items, but I feel like their misses are worse. Plus Fairyloot has the overlays and bookmarks, which I love and which I'm guaranteed to get every month. Though I don't really like the tarot cards from Fairyloot. So gosh, it's ended up kind of similar again, but I gotta say, I am more excited about the Illumicrate items that I want to keep. Like choosing a top 3 from Fairyloot, the top 2 were fairly easy, and then I was like, oh yeah, of course the overlays. So yeah, happy with the top 3. But after that, it was like, oh yeah, the bookends are lovely, and then, you know, everything else is nice. Where here I'm like, oh gosh, which is my favourite? Is it the blanket? Is it the desk mat? The book pot? This? Oh, there are lots of absolutely fabulous choices. Even the stickers. I love the stickers, like just the design that they put into these and how cute they are. I'm actually really impressed with the Illumicrate items. So I think I just have to give the edge to the Illumicrate items. I think this is my theme overall. Illumicrate's hits are bigger hits, but they have a few fails, whereas Fairyloot is generally pretty nice across the board. And I think I prefer it this way. I prefer to have like a few things I'm crazy excited about and be willing to get rid of a handful than have things that I'm like just like, oh, this is okay. I don't know if I'd have bought it if I'd have gone to a shop, but it's okay. I guess that's the gamble you get with book boxes. Like, and you've got to decide for yourself, is it worth it for you? Because I know some people who would like hate it and be like, oh, like how can you stand not knowing what you're going to get and not knowing if you're going to like it and if it goes with your other stuff. But I love the excitement of opening a box each month. It's so much fun. And the things that I do love, like I really love them. I think with the way the market is, like around buying secondhand at the moment, I would probably end up paying about the same amount to buy stuff on Vinted or other secondhand markets. But some things would be really hard to find. Speaking of prices, let's compare what these guys cost for 6 months. So the Fairyloot subscription is $27.50 per month with $3.95 postage and $3.15 tax, which makes it $34.60 a month. So that's for the book, the overlays, the bookmark, and like they're usually around 3 other items we get. For Illumicrate, I pay 3 monthly for my Illumicrate boxes, which comes out to £84 for the boxes, $12.75 for the shipping, and $9.68 for the taxes, totaling $106.43. So if we divide that by 3, that is $35.48. So $35.48 versus $34.60. So there's what, 88p difference there? So I think we can say price-wise they're pretty darn similar. Haru didn't want to join me in the office today because she's having the sweetest little nap. Okay, here is absolutely everything I got in the last 6 months all laid out. We've got all the Fairyloot things here and the Illumicrate on this side. There are some absolutely awesome items in these. My most used ones for sure being this blanket and this tote bag. My favourite one, that's a really hard call. Probably going to be either the Demonology book pot or this Night of the Moth book sleeve. But really, like, it's the books. The books are my favourite thing. So for me, I think Illumicrate just manages to sneak ahead. But I would love to hear what you think. So let me know who's your winner, Fairyloot or Illumicrate. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!